So, do I like it? Yes, and so does my wife. And we're rolling. I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL. This is my highly anticipated review of the flanker that no one anticipated or needed. I have just received Spicebomb Night Vision EDP. This is a flanker to last year's Night Vision Eau de Toilette, which I thought was a little bit boring, deviated from that Spicebomb DNA that we all love so much. So what I thought I'd do is share my first impressions, because I haven't tried this yet, wear this throughout a normal day. A couple of days later, I'm going to come back and let you know my final thoughts on Night Vision EDP. Okay, let's just clear one thing up. I don't normally just wear a vest or a tank top on a normal day. This is the beginning of a day. I'm about to go and do my workout. So I'm gonna, first of all, spray this, get the opening and see how it performs and really get some good whiffs of it while I'm doing my workout. And then I'm gonna have a shower. And then I'm going to get the opening again. So in one day, I'm going to get 2 openings of this fragrance. So it just gives me a good idea of how it performs in the opening and how it performs in the dry down. Here's the box. So they're going with the green and black theme as with the Night Vision EDT. Let's have a look at the bottle inside. So it's actually a different design to the EDT. It is more in line with the design of Spicebomb Extreme, which was just the black grenade bottle with the gold banding around. So as you can see, similar bottle. Both these 2 fragrances are Eau de Parfum concentrations. Interesting note breakdown. I did think the EDT had an interesting note list as well, although that just did not come through for me with its notes. I don't think they were utilised in the best possible way. So we'll see how they've done with this one. Perhaps the Eau de Parfum is Viktor Rolf's attempt at righting the wrongs of Night Vision Eau de Toilette. So the notes in this one are grapefruit, green apple, lemon, black spices, cardamom, rosemary, clary sage, coriander, lentisk, lavender, peppermint, patchouli, cedarwood, pistachio, incense resinoid, Peru balm, fir balsam, labdanum and benzoin. Okay. So the first thing that comes to mind is this is spicy, but again, it's not in the same way as Spicebomb EDT or Spicebomb Extreme, which retains that classic Spicebomb DNA. This doesn't seem to have that, so again, this is more in line to the EDT, a definite flanker to the EDT, but it is spicy. It does have a little kick to it, it does have a little peppery, chili bite to it, not in a way that is challenging at all. Obviously, it's going to be a very designer, very mainstream fragrance, but it does have a nice little pop to it, which I think is quite a good opening. This definitely so far is a more promising opening than the Eau de Toilette. Time to go and work out.
Sweet.
In this fragrance, there's one of your favourite nuts. Have a smell. What's one of your favourite nuts?
Is it pistachio?
It's pistachio, yes. It's got pistachio in it. Do you think it's a nice fragrance?
Yeah. It smells like the thing you put on your hair.
Oh, it smells like my hair product, is it?
Uh-huh.
What do you think of that bottle?
It looks like you're going on a camping trip.
Do you know what a hand grenade is?
No.
If you pull that and throw it, it creates a massive explosion. So don't throw it. You like to smell on me? Is it a manly smell? Is it?
I'd like to smell it on me.
You like it? You'd like to wear it?
Yeah, I think so. I like that one.
There we go. Apparently it's unisex. So far, that's a thumbs up from the girls. A good start. They enjoyed the opening. Now it's time to see if that black chili and pistachio can fuel me through the workout.
Do whatever you want, I'll settle for nothing, as long as we can keep the fire. I'll do whatever you do, follow you anywhere. If our chances are getting brighter, but I want you to know I can't help Imagine living without it.
Okay, so thoughts so far. I've spent about an hour with it. Really enjoyed the opening. I wouldn't say it's super unique. I feel like it's very similar to things I've smelled before, but it is good. I do prefer the opening to Spicebomb EDT. I think that is way more generic than this one. This is still a little bit generic. I think there could have been more room for creativity and for it to still be pretty mass appealing. But so far, I think it's a pretty nice opening.
I know you're feeling it too.
So I'm just completing the 3 S's. I've had my shower, I've had my shave. Now I'm going to spray. So I'm going to get this opening one more time. Loved the opening first time round. You know what, I do enjoy that opening more than I had any right to think I would ever enjoy a Spicebomb Night Vision fragrance. I get the spices, I get the crisp, juicy green apple. It's got a very pleasing, satisfying pop to it. So now I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day, see how it works in the dry down. Courtesy flush. Here we are at the end of the day. I've had Spicebomb Night Vision EDP on for about 8 hours, and I have to say I found it a very pleasant and satisfying wearing experience. A lot of the notes that were listed I wasn't picking up, so I wasn't really getting the mint, I wasn't getting pistachio, the fir balsam, but it all seems pretty smoothly blended. And the dry down, whilst it loses some of the spiciness, it had this smooth, fruity, kind of sensual feel in the dry down. Now, 8 hours later, I can still smell it on my skin. It's got quite faint, but it is still there. So, all in all, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the performance, much better than the EDT. There are my thoughts from wearing Night Vision EDP throughout the day. Gotta say, I really enjoyed it. Now it's over to future Chris to see what his thoughts are 2 days down the line. So here we are, a couple of days down the line from the original video, and by the way, yeah, I have recovered from that nasty fall I had off my suspension training straps, but I was impressed with how much I looked like Hans Gruber falling off the building in Die Hard. So there we go. So I'm here to share my final thoughts and conclude how I feel about the new Spicebomb Night Vision Eau de Parfum after wearing it for a few days. I wasn't a fan of the EDT. I didn't feel that it was very distinctive. I just thought it was a little bit boring. Didn't do anything to excite me. It's fine to wear those generic mass appealing fragrances, but if I feel I've got better mass appealing generic fragrances, then I'm gonna go with those. So I thought the EDT was quite lacking, and I think generally a lot of people did too. I've not heard many people saying how great Spicebomb Night Vision Eau de Toilette is, although I do remember in the comments of my videos, some people responded and said I really like the fragrance, and of course it's going to work for some people because we all like different things, don't we? So I'm really glad that it did work for some people. It just wasn't something that really excited me. So here's a flanker we've all been highly anticipating, said nobody ever, but I'm here to let you know what I think about it. So do I like it? Yes, and so does my wife. For starters, I think it's stronger than the EDT, as you would expect from an EDP, but I get that explosion that I want from a Spicebomb fragrance. Citrus, chili, apple, boom, it hits you. It's got a great opening. Thumbs up for the opening. I think it works really well. Nice one, Viktor and Rolf. Yes, it's commercial. Yes, it's mass appealing, but that's okay because it's enjoyable. It's done very well, and most importantly, it's not boring, okay? So the opening excites me, and I'm really pleased about that. It does continue on a different path in terms of the DNA, so it is a different DNA to the other Spicebomb fragrances. So as with Night Vision, you're not going to get that familiar Spicebomb DNA, but technically it has spices in it, so they can call it Spicebomb. I'll allow it. So great opening, but I do feel there was scope to push things creatively just a little bit more, making it even more distinctive while still remaining commercial and mass appealing. As it dries down, you lose the spiciness of the opening and you lose some of that freshness, and it dries down to become this very pleasing, very satisfying, fruity, smooth blend. I don't really pick out a lot of the notes in here, particularly in the mid, so I'm not really getting pistachio, which is an interesting note, but I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing that I'm picking it up or not, because I'm not sure how it would smell in a fragrance. I guess it would smell similar to how pistachio ice cream tastes, kind of sweet and nutty. And I don't really pick up on fir balsam, which is a note I really enjoy, but that's all okay because it holds together in a very satisfyingly smooth blend. As it goes further into the dry down, it does get a little more generic. I think you're going to recognize this smell. I think you're going to feel like you've smelled something similar in other fragrances. So it's not really doing anything that different or that unique, but it holds together nicely and I think it smells good. Look, it's not going to take the world by storm in terms of how different and how unique it is, but it is better than the EDT, both in terms of scent and performance, and I think it's going to get some compliments. I think it will be a nice compliment getting fragrance. My wife really enjoyed this. I'd sprayed this about half an hour prior and my wife walked into the room and immediately she said, oh, that smells really nice. She was actually thinking she could wear it herself, so I do want to say that I think this could easily be a unisex fragrance. I think perfect for a guy to wear. I do think it has good masculine qualities, but due to this sweet fruitiness, I think it would work really well on a woman as well. So if you're one of my 2% of women who are tuning in to watch this video, have no fear, smell this because I do think you could get away with wearing it. Let's do the FRAG-MEN. That all-important projection was around 2 hours for me, so pretty decent, and then the longevity was around 7 to 8 hours. It does go closer into the skin after the initial couple of hours of projection, but I'm still getting wafts throughout the whole of the day as I'm wearing this, so it doesn't go so close to the skin that you can't smell it. And for me, that's the perfect way to judge a fragrance, is if I get wafts throughout the day. I don't want a scent that I go nose blind to just because other people enjoy it. I do want something, ideally, that other people can enjoy, that I can smell as well. And I think you're going to get that from this one. It's a versatile fragrance. I think it's going to work best in spring and autumn and winter occasions, any occasion really, but I do think because this is a very pleasing, sweet type of fragrance, I think it would work really well as a clubbing fragrance or a night out fragrance. It's going to cost you, at the moment where it's readily available here in the UK, £65 for a 50ml bottle like this, or £82 for the 100ml bottle. I did find a really great price on this at a shop called Landy's Chemist. I believe they're based in London. They were selling the 50ml for £48 delivered. And I was thinking, is that too good to be true? Is it a scam? Well, it isn't, because they delivered it within 2 days of me ordering it. Here it is. It's legit. It smells good. I'm not quite sure how they're managing to offer it at such a low price. That is the most I've seen it discounted. I don't think you'll find it anywhere cheaper than that. So I will drop a link to that place in the description. It might just be a small shop in London, so if you all descend on that link, they may sell out very quickly, but I'll still leave the link in the description for you. Summing up, I think this is a pretty solid release. I'm going to enjoy wearing it. I think my wife's going to enjoy wearing it. It does everything you'd expect an Eau de Parfum flanker to do, so it's deeper, richer, smoother, more sensual, but I still think it has a good sexy edge to it as well. Out of all the Spice Bombs, I still think Spicebomb Extreme is my favourite, and I do prefer the original a little bit still over this, but compared to Spicebomb Extreme, I'd say this one is a little more versatile. Okay, so there are my thoughts on Spicebomb Night Vision EDP. I was pleasantly surprised after not really enjoying Night Vision EDT. I was fearing the worst for this one, but I'm glad I bought it. I will be keeping this in my collection. I'll be wearing it. I'm really looking forward to wearing it, actually. Let me know what you think if you've tried it. As I said, it's readily available in quite a few stores here in the UK. I'm not sure if it's had a US release yet, and if it hasn't, I'm afraid I can't tell you when that is getting released in the US. But if you've tried it, drop some comments down below. Let me know if you think it's better than the original Night Vision. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching. It's always appreciated. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Remember, keep tuning into FM, keep smelling good, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's have a look at the bottle inside. Oh. I just pulled the sprayer off. Damn. Hope that doesn't mean it's going to explode. I am enjoying that opening, you know, more than I had any right to think I would ever enjoy Spicebomb Night. Spicebomb. All through this review, you little tag thing. You've been annoying me. Just shake, shake, shake. Should have taken you off.